The Parlor, a local franchise operation located in San Francisco, serves sandwiches and small dinners in an atmosphere reminiscent of the Roaring '20s. Period fixtures accent the atmosphere in tune from a mechanical-driven, old-time player piano greet one's ears upon entering. Its major attraction, however, is a high-quality, old-fashioned soda fountain, that specializes in superior ice cream sundaes and sodas. Fresh, quality sandwiches are also a popular item. Business has grown steadily during the 7 years of operation. The business has been so successful that Richard Purvis, owner and manager, decided to hire a parlor manager so he could devote more time to other business interests. After a month of quiet recruitment and interviewing, he selected Paul McCarthy, whose prior experiences included the supervision of refreshment stand at one of the town's leading burlesque houses. The current employees were unaware of McCarthy's employment until the first day on the job, when he walked in unescorted and introduced himself. During the first weeks, he evidenced sincere attempts at supervision and seemed to perform his work evidently. According to his agreement with Purvis, he is paid a straight salary plus a % of the amount he saves the business monthly, based on the previous month's operation expenses. All other employees are on straight hourly rate. After a month on the job, McCarthy single-mindedly decided to initiate an economy program designed to increase his earnings. He changed the wholesale meat supplier and lowered both his costs and product quality in the process. Arbitrarily, he reduced the size of portion of everything on the menu, including those famous, fabulous sundaes and sodas. He increased the working hours of those on minimum wage and reduced the time of those employed at a higher rate. Moreover, he eliminated the fringe benefit of a $1 meal credit for employees who work longer than a 5-hour stretch. And he cut out the usual 20% discount on anything purchased by the employees. Customers, though, have begun to complain about the indifferent service of the female waitresses and the sloppy appearance of the male soda fountain clerks.
Their hair keeps getting in the ice cream.
And there has been almost a complete turnover among the 4 short-order cooks who work to a shift. Ron Sharp, an accountant major at the nearby university, has been a short-ordered cook on the night shift for 5 months prior to McCarthy's arrival. Conscientious and ambitious, Ron enjoys a fine work record, and even his new boss recognizes Ron's superiority over the other cooks. The best we got. Heavy customer traffic at the parlor has always required 2 short-order cooks working in the tandem on each shift. The work requires a high degree of interpersonal cooperation and in completing the food orders. An unwritten and informal policy is that each cook would clean up his specific work area at closing time. One especially busy night, Ron's fellow cook became involved in a shouting match with McCarthy after the cook returned 5 minutes late from his shift break. McCarthy fired him right on the spot and commanded him to turn in his apron. This meant that Ron was required to stay over an extra half hour to wash the other fellow's utensils. He did not get to bed until 3 a.m., but McCarthy wanted him back at the store at 9 a.m. to substitute for a daytime cook whose wife reported him ill. Ron was normally scheduled to begin at 4 p.m. However, when Ron arrived somewhat sleepily at 10 a.m., McCarthy was furious and thereupon warned Ron, "One more and you look for another job. If you work for me, you do things my way or don't work here at all."
Fine with me,
fired back Ron as he slammed his apron into the sink.
You know what? You can do this job.
The next day, McCarthy discussed his problems with the owner. Puvis was actually very upset. I can't believe what went wrong. All of a sudden, things have gone to hell.